Wait, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Among Us, a game that's been around for several years now, but is continuously updating itself in ways that allow for more fun-filled adventures with all of your friends that may soon very well be your most hated enemies. Today we're going to talk about Among Us and the various aspects of it, how to navigate all of its menus, and ways to play the game. So stick around, have some fun, and I'll see you guys over there for some Among Us. So Among Us is a game designed for up to 15 players, where you can have anywhere from 1 to 3 imposters whose goal it is to go about ruining your ability to complete your tasks by sabotaging and eliminating all the other players that are playing with you. The goal of the crewmates, those that are not the imposters, is to complete all their tasks or suss out all of the imposters beforehand. And here we have our glorious menu. In the top left, currently partially hidden by my lovely physique right here, is going to be your tag name that Among Us generates for you. Now you can go in and actually change what your account name is going to be by going into the account settings. And from here, you can change your name. Mine's is currently Shaded Misk because my name's too long for it. Normally Shaded Mischief. And yes, this will also show you your level, the XP that you're currently at, all that good stuff, as well as your friend code. But we're going to keep that hidden for now so that I don't get bombarded by an unfortunate amount of friend requests. From there, you can also manage your account and again, the change name. We also have our settings, which allows us to change how our controls work, the graphics, the data, the usual stuff that we have in any video game. They also do have colorblind text as well as censor chat. So if you are out there streaming, make sure you have that streamer mode on, make sure you have that censor chat on, and go for it. On top of that, we also have the news, the shop, the inventory, and the actual play menu. In the shop, you can find a bunch of different items, cosmic cubes, featured items, hats, skins, pets, visors, your nameplates, bundles, because they do have a long list of bundles that you can get, of which I already own a few myself, and then the cosmic cubes. Cosmic cubes you can purchase to be able to unlock while you play the game to add a list of different skins and other items that you otherwise would not be able to get. Highly useful, very fun to have, and always good to mess with your friends. And to see all the things that you've unlocked, we head over into the inventory, from which we can choose our color that we want to start out with, the various hats that we want to put on, including our glorious little big head right here, or if you're feeling particularly special, the glorious fez. From there, we also have our skins, of which there are quite a variety that you can go get from. Your visors, your pets, your nameplates, of which I prefer the Lightfall nameplate, because good old Destiny is good old Destiny. And then the Cosmic Cubes. Again, Cosmic Cubes that you've either already unlocked or can unlock, starting with the Mirai Cosmic Cube, and then go on to complete. Going into this, we can see how the Cosmic Cubes are designed, minimize out to see all of the items that are available. You'll have your starting point, and then for a certain amount of points on each one, you will be able to go unlock those items down the tech tree until you've collected them all. Not to be confused with Pokemon's Gotta Catch Them All, of course. And finally, we begin our play. Simply click on the play button. You have local and online practice and instructions on how to play. For the sake of this one, we're going to go into online so that we can host and create a game, find a game, or enter a code that your friends have already gone and created by hosting their own game. For us, we're going to go into host. That's how, folks. We're going to go into host. We're going to hit the number of imposters. In this case, we want to hit 1. From 1, you can have up to 4 to 15. 2, you can have anywhere from 7 to 15. And 3, you will need at least 9 players to have fun with that. I do not recommend it if you have only 9 people. Please, it is absolute insanity that happens. We also have a variety of filters for those that are running a more public lobby of serious to expert to help find people that are going to match the level of gameplay that you are desiring for. And we have 2 different game types. Classic is the regular classic version of the game, and hide and seek is where you run around as the imposter. They have a time limit on the crewmate's side where if they can complete all their tasks within that time, you lose the game as the imposter. But if they fail to, and the time runs out, you get to go on a killing frenzy and there's nothing they can do to stop you. So absolute fun with that little game mode, but typically you're going to see me play more on the classic side of things. We have a selection of maps that are available now. The Skeld, Mirai HQ, and Paulus were the first 3 maps. They have now since added the airship and the fungal. The fungal and the airship maps are both the largest maps of the game, so definitely recommend those when you have up to 15 people, anywhere from 12 to 15 people, that is. For the others, it doesn't really matter the number. Just know that if you're going on Skeld or on Mirai, 15 people may be too many for the killers to be able to be successful in any way. On that, we then move on to our chat type. We have free chat, quick chat only. That's for those of you that are running text chats only. If you're not running a voice chat, running a Discord, just make sure everybody mutes their mics so they don't accidentally give themselves away as the imposter. And we also have a selection of languages that you can use as well. In this case, obviously, English for me. So we'll hit confirm on that, which will put us in the lobby. Your lobbies have a time limit, so make sure that you move quickly with this. We're going to have our room code up here, which you can click this to copy the room code. You have a text channel already open, which includes your ability to report, ban, or kick players that come in and they're being, I don't know, rude, vulgar, stuff like that. And with that, we then also have our settings, which again are the same settings that we had over in the main menu. You also have, if it will work, it doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. Your actual lobby that shows you that recently played with, your friends list, and the people that you've blocked. Huh. I haven't blocked anybody yet. We'll have to fix that someday. So yeah, now you have your room settings. You have the capacity, which we've set to 15. The preset is set to custom, and the privacy is set to private. If you click on this, it'll change to private. Random players will start jumping in. So please, if you're not ready for random players jumping in, go ahead and hit that private on your privacy. From there, we have our game settings. You can view them or you can edit them. If you're the host, you're going to be able to edit. If you're not the host, you can view them. So we're going to click here. We're going to start with our game presets. You have core ones, you have rules galore. These are 2 just presets that you can apply right away to make it quick and easy. I prefer to manually make changes because the manual allows for much more control over it. From now, you can change the number of imposters. The kill cooldown number we can change down to, well, for now, let's just say 35. Imposter vision you can increase or you can decrease. And the kill distance you can set to be long, medium, or short. Most players are going to prefer the short one so that you're nice and close and personal with whoever it is you're about to decapitate in front of a live captive audience. If they're hiding around the corner waiting for you to make the unfortunate move of taking the kill. Then we have our crewmates options of player speed and crewmate vision. So you can set the crewmate vision down really, really low so they have no idea that it's coming. Or you can set it up really, really high so that they know exactly what's just happened on the screen. Personally, I like to keep this setting at a nice modest 1.0 or a 0.75 so that they don't have the ability to see everything, but can still easily get around whatever map they happen to be on. We then have the number of emergency meetings that we want to do, which includes, in this case, just 1 as the default. You can have up to, well, 9, which I do not recommend ever. Yeah, don't do that. Just chaos and shenanigans, or you can turn it off completely. Make it so they have to find the body and not be able to escape with an emergency meeting. Then we have our emergency cooldowns, which is typically set to about 35 seconds or 30 seconds on a game. And your discussion time, I usually personally set it to 0 and set it to 180 on the voting time so that people can still talk however they want to talk and discuss and stuff, but that voting timer is already going, so there's no safety. If you manage to filibuster your way out of being voted off because you managed to keep talking until they couldn't get it done, well, there you go. Congratulations. You should start yourself a career in politics. Then we have anonymous votes and confirm ejects. I like having anonymous votes on so nobody knows who voted for them. Make it very democratic. Then we have the confirm ejects. Always disable that. You don't want them knowing that they've succeeded in sussing out the imposter. No. Make it so they can't know. So much more fun. Then we have our taskbar updates with the meetings, never or always. I prefer never because then they never know if they're actually done or not. Meetings is also fun because they gotta make that emergency meeting if they want to see where everybody's at to start sussing people out. And always just, well, it puts pressure on the imposters because they know how quickly or how close all of the survivors are at to completing the game. Then we have the number of tasks that you can select. You can select up to 2 common tasks, 3 long tasks, and 5 short tasks to make for a very long game, especially if you got 15 players. And you can also disable visual tasks. So visual tasks are very important. You have the med scan, you have asteroids, shields, and a few other ones that a player can use to confirm that they're not the imposter, including garbage chute. By getting rid of visual tasks, nobody knows whether you're actually doing a visual task or if you're hardcore sussing them out. Go for it. Run with it. And then, of course, naturally, we have the role settings, which includes the number of rolls that you can put on, which you can put up to a full 15 of any roll, all the way down to just 1 or 0, at which point you'll have it defaulted to 50% chance at number 1, but I like to prefer to put it up to 100% so everybody gets a roll, because everybody likes to have a little roll that makes them a little special, including your imposters. We're going to sit there with the shapeshifter and phantom roll. Shapeshifter roll lets them change into somebody else. Phantom roll lets them disappear in a puff of smoke to go hide from the kill they've just made. Noisemaker makes a bunch of noise for everybody to hear and gives away the location of wherever they just got decapitated at. Tracker allows you to track somebody to see where they're going. Scientist allows you to see who's alive and who's no longer with you. Guardian Angel can protect the people from being taken out by an imposter. But remember, it does have a time limit, so imposters, just be a little patient. If you see that blue orb go crack on you, that means the Guardian Angel is on to you and you might have to move a little quicker. Make sure to use those vents to succeed in that. And then the engineers, who are the easiest targets to suss out in any game, because they too use the vents just like the imposter. From here, we have the actual role settings, the info on vent use cooldown, your max time in the vents. You have your Guardian Angels cooldowns and durations, and make sure that you let the imposters know that you are watching them if you want, or leave them a little confused. Don't tell them what's coming their way. It's gonna be fun lightweight. Your vitals you can set so it has a battery duration and a vitals display cooldown, which is useful when you're trying to keep the imposters alive. Tracking, same thing, cooldown, delay, and duration. And then the noisemaker, where you can make it so the imposters don't know that you've just made some noise and everybody's coming to say hi. Make sure to just click that so that the imposters never know, forcing them to have to adapt and overcome very quickly by running away as soon as they make that a hit. Then we have my favorite, the shapeshifter ability. You can have it set to leave shapeshifting evidence or not leave shapeshifting evidence, set the duration and the cooldown. Personally, I like to have the max duration at 30 seconds because it allows you to quickly get around the map disguised as another person. Or if you really like to be mean, like I do at times, you disguise yourself to look like somebody and then you kill them looking like them so that they don't know what's happening. Everybody else is confused and you jump in a vent and you get away. Always a fun time, always nice to announce that you're about to go and take somebody out by looking exactly like them. And it's kind of pretty nice compliment. And then of course we have our last one, which is Phantom. Again, vanish duration and vanish cooldown. And once you have all those settings done, well, you're good to go, you're ready to play, and all you need to do is go in and do some customization through that wardrobe, which we've already discussed previously in this video, so we won't really stick around in this too much. And there it is, folks, we have a lobby timer. Once you've decided on all of that stuff, you can also go in here to customize as well if you want, instead of hitting the, which cogwheel did I hit? Nope, I did not. Instead of hitting game settings, I didn't right here. Haha, I found it. Only took me a while. So yes, that is the basic gist of how you get started in Among Us, how to go through all the settings and stuff. And I'm about to get forcibly ejected out of an airlock, so we're gonna end this lobbying session and end this video here. If you guys want to see more tutorials, please feel free to come on by. I'd love to have you guys here. And again, stay cool, stay calm, stay classic, chaotic here at Shaded Mischief Incorporated.